Welcome in, Not Move Podcast to the second episode of the Scrap Sheet. It's your boy Jimmy with my main man John.
Yo,
Yeah, and today we're gonna be going over some UFC news. This UFC Vegas fight card this weekend, all types of stuff. Some new fights announced, some crazy good fights announced, to be honest, too. And then as well as the White House card drama. Um, I'm not gonna talk about the Max Holloway fight. You know, our boy went down. It's cool. It's whatever. He'll be back in the title picture soon. What it's fine. I'm not worried about
BML
that.
belt, but we're not gonna fight like a BMF. Okay, the worst BMF fight in history.
It's the first BMF fight since the Masvidal Diaz one to have a takedown in it, which is questionable. But I mean, you got to get.
Most takedowns in a BMF bout, the least
Yeah,
amount of stand up time. No,
it's not. I'm not
it
gonna
don't look
sit.
good.
Nah, I'm not gonna sit here and just make excuses for Max though. He should have been able to stop some of those, man. But we got the
Was
White House card. The White House card finally gets announced, right? And to be honest, if this was just another number card, I feel like it'd be all right. But for the hype that it got, some of these fights are just like, really, bro? Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia for what? For what
I
purpose?
mean, that's what they was able to get. I think personally, they had plans of certain people, but
Yeah, they
a
fell through
certain
it.
somebody can't. A certain somebody can't turn his hips, so that
uh,
ruins it.
yeah, there
And
there were
nobody
room
came out of retirement,
there
so
there
that
were there were rumors of Islam Ilya, and then both of the managers said they had something in the works, and then it came out that Ilya wanted to fight, but Islam was hurt or something. Now both camps have said they're both ducking each other. It's some bad blood going on. It's looking like rumors are saying that Islam's going to fight in July against Morales, but that's just rumors at this point. Ilya's fighting Gaethje. Gaethje said on Thursday he didn't even have a fight booked, and then on Saturday he said he didn't know if he was the main event or the co-main event, making like a, you know, that was
he wants
leaves.
to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the UFC was like still speculating, trying to get that final fight finalized because I don't know what that could have been. Maybe Jones, I don't know. And then John Jones post on Twitter he wants to be released from his UFC contract since he ain't on the card. He's crying.
I
Um,
mean,
there's all types of
tough
drama
shit.
surrounding this.
Should have fought Tom.
Tom, that's what I'm saying. He wants the same number to
Had he
fight Tom
fought
that he
Tom,
fought.
none of this happens. That's his fault.
I'm saying, Tom wouldn't be blind right now if he would have fought John,
We
man.
would have a
Well,
heavyweight champion right now.
for sure, for sure. But I mean, card in general, not terrible, not like knock your socks off. It would be a good main, like a good number card, but for it to be what is this hyped up propaganda, it's not. I mean, Pereira versus Gone, cool. Gaethje versus Elliot. Gaethje's gonna get smoked, bro. I don't understand. Um, Kyle Dawkins somehow made the White House card. I don't know how. Bo Nickel's gonna probably smoke him. That's the only American gonna get a win is in that fight because that's two Americans fighting. Also, another person who was crashing out online over while I'm on the topic is Colby Covington. Was crashing out that he didn't get a fight. I want to fight in front of my
When was the
hero,
last time he fought?
Joaquin. When Joaquin smoked him like a zoot, bro.
That
Joaquin
was like
bodied
almost two
him.
years ago, right?
Yeah, I don't know how he's still in the rankings. Get him out of there. Schedule him. I don't know, but I mean, the card itself. I mean, Pereira's probably. I hope Pereira beats Gone. Ilya
I
Gaethje
mean,
probably ain't gonna last longer than a round. That's why I think that's why the fight's kind of like, eh. And then Diego versus Steve Garcia. Like I want to see Diego versus Yair, and that because
I
that's actual
wanted.
beef.
So what I wanted was, even though Corey is actively ducking,
No,
O'Malley versus Corey.
Corey's not ducking. O'Malley's ducking. I mean, O'Malley's
Not
on the.
no. O'Malley said he
No,
will fight anybody on that card. Whoever it
yeah,
was, he told the UFC it does not matter. You
he's
can give me
fighting.
anybody.
He's
And
fighting
they,
he's fighting Zahabi. But the thing is,
yeah, yeah.
Sandhagen called him out several times, and then Sandhagen was pulling up clips and stuff of O'Malley was ducking him. O'Malley's ducking Sandhagen, bro.
Sure.
It's
It's not like
crazy.
they. He literally told the UFC, I don't care who it is, for
I'm
White
I'm
House, I'm
I'm
fighting. Right?
yeah,
They
yeah.
asked everybody to fight.
Nah. Yeah, I know. O'Malley didn't want Sandhagen. O'Malley declined Sand. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you the clip later.
No, no,
Of
no. It's cool they declined him later. He declined him before, whatever, right? I'm talking about right now, right? If Corey
yeah,
really wanted to fight, this is the one fight O'Malley said to the UFC, yes to whoever.
yeah, but he didn't. O'Malley didn't want Sandhagen, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay. And if I'm the UFC, right, and he told me yes to whoever, right, to the point where I didn't even get the name out fully, and he said yes, I'll do it. I would have made it Corey Sandhagen versus O'Malley.
Yeah, no, I think Sandhagen and O'Malley should fight, but I don't know. Um, Let me
I
go
think it's
over.
a matter of they're both ducking each other, but
Yeah, who knows? Some other cool fights was announced. I was complaining about some of these main events. They fixed some of them. They took Brady versus Buckley off of a main card, and threw it on the 328 card. The 328 card is loaded. I can read that off right now. It's Strickland versus Hamzat, fight for the title.
so Hamzat wins,
Yeah,
Strickland
probably.
loses. Cool.
Well, I don't know. That's what we thought. I mean, it'll be. I think it'll be closer than what happened with JDM, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Um,
We
we
knew
got.
JDM was going to lose. So look, and I think JDM is better than Strickland.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. We got Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Another great fight. I think Waldo's rising up, trying to get his heavyweight title shot. Sean Brady versus Buckley becomes the feature fight of that card. Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov too. I don't think they needed to run a rematch. I know it was a tie the last time, but I still think you should give Bogdan like a new guy, and then Jan Blachowicz something else. And Bobby Green versus Jeremy Stevens, something crazy.
Why
I
is
don't.
he still here?
And then they continue to feed Atiba Gautier straight cans. He's fighting Ozzy Diaz. I don't know why. I want to see him fight somebody good. But that's my birthday weekend card, so I'm actually excited for that. That's a solid card. Um, some other fights that got announced: Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal takes the Sean Brady Buckley fight card spot main event, which is I think that's a good spot. I'm leaning Aljo just because I like Aljo. I think Zalal is just not able to keep up with that wrestling, but who knows? Dariush versus Quillen Salkill. Dariush was supposed to fight Manuel Torres. Manuel Torres had an injury, and now he's fighting another killer in Quillen Salkill. I feel bad for Dariush. Dariush is just getting set up to get smoked, but hey, it's the business. Then we got Arnold Allen versus Melquez Costa. Melquez Costa smoked Dan Ige. I was very sad about that, but I mean, this is another guy rising up the ranks, and Arnold Allen's a top five guy. This is gonna be a banger fight.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we got Song Yudong versus Davis and Figueiredo and Macau. They're doing another Macau card. Crazy good. Another another Asian card, another China card. Pretty good. I like that fight. I think Song's gonna probably just end up dominating Figueiredo for 5 rounds. That's an early prediction. And then we got Bilal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim is the last new card, the main event that they announced. I think Bilal wins. I don't think Gabriel Bonfim's on his level, but it's good to see Bilal back in there. It's been a while for him. I think
Mhm.
it's good to get the welterweights moving. But all right, that's it for the fight announcements. Let's run through these fights real quick. We only got 20 minutes before the dribble kicks off. So on the opening card, we have Pereira Rodriguez, mostly a grappler. versus Sam Hughes, mostly a striker. Striker versus grappler. This is actually the second time they fought. Sam Hughes is 2-2 in her last four, or not Pereira. Rodriguez is 2-2 in her last four. Sam Hughes is 3-1 in her last four. Um, one of her losses being to Pereira beforehand. So I'm gonna let you. What you think, Joe? What you think on this?
You said I'm sorry, I didn't hear. I didn't catch the name. You said Ferreira and who?
Pereira Rodriguez and Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is the
Oh,
striker
Sam
type.
Hughes. Yeah,
Yes,
Sam Hughes. I like the strict. Yeah, I like Sam Hughes a lot. The striker. I'm gonna
yeah.
go. I'm gonna lean him with him this time.
It's female, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Sam. My apologies, bro.
No, you get John ain't looking at the card this time. It's me reading off the card today. But yeah, Sam Hughes, she's been on a roll. She's been dominating her last couple fights.
I didn't even realize I said he. That's crazy.
I just think she does a lot more output than Pereira. Pereira really only has takedown defense, and she just doesn't do or she has takedown. She doesn't do anything on the ground. She just kind of smothers you, she's kind of bankrupt on the feet. And Sam Hughes is not like a 10 out of 10 striker, but she'll get volume out, and she's not bad at grappling defense. She had a good win over Shauna Bannon, showing that she was grappling capable, defensively sound. So I'm only in Sam Hughes as well. Next up, we got the debuting guy, Hitcher Sosa versus Luan Lasarda. Lasarda, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ace, prop well, um, that's what he's mostly known for, is his Jiu-Jitsu background. And Sosa was able to submit a really tall Brazilian guy on his Dana White Contender Series debut. He has pretty slick striking. I think he's all around a better fighter than Luan, me personally. So I'm gonna lean Hitcher Sosa side, even though he hasn't really fought the level of comp that Luan has. I just think he's overall better guy. I think his wrestling and grappling can cancel out the jujitsu. And the only way Luan wins this fight is if he gets the back. But I think the pressure style is going to catch up, and especially in the small cage, I'm gonna lean towards Hetcher Sosa here.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna have to agree with you there. Definitely, I'm going to you.
All right, then we have Bia Mesquita, the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu world champion. All she does is Jiu Jitsu. Known very well, highly talented jiu-jitsu ace. And then she's going against Montserrat Rendon, which she wants to shorten her name to Montese, I think. She Rendon is mostly defensive style grappling. She's does a little bit more on the feet. Being a mosquito on the feet is terrible. But looking at the weigh-ins and stuff, I think I'm gonna go with Mosquito, not just because she's like a minus ridiculous favorite, but because when you look at this matchup and the style of fight where it's going to be in the small cage, I think Bia Mosquito is going to be able to pressure her, get up on her, and then probably take her down pretty easily. I always lean towards the if it's going to be a grappling match, and which I think this is going to be. I just think Mosquito's going to get her down because she's smaller, but she's like wider. You know what I mean? She's like built thicker. So I would lean
Yeah.
towards Mosquito. Probably decision
Um.
or submission.
So I was thinking Mantuis. I was thinking
Is
Mantis.
I mean, plus 400, if you're going to sprinkle on a dog, I would do it here. This is closer than it seems, man. I'll be real.
Yeah, that, that's definitely. Yeah, I'm going. Huh. I mean, I was listening to you. You were swaying me a bit,
I
but I can't let you sway me too much. So I'm gonna stick with my
mean,
gut.
Montese is a better striker for sure. Bia can't strike for nothing. And she's got credible defensive grappling skills. Like she's a bankrupt on the ground. So I respect the pick. I'm not mad at that either. Next up on the card, we have Brad Tavares, the Hawaiian. I think he's 38, as well as another 38-year-old Eric Anders. These guys are vets of the division. They've been around for a long time. It's just I feel like they're both pretty pretty solid strikers. I think Eric Anders is a bit better at grappling, but I don't think this is going to go to the ground. I think well it could, but I think Eric Anders has that power edge that Tavares doesn't have. Tavares is a grind you out style fighter. He's gonna point you up, point fight to death. And he doesn't have that kill switch. He's a good fighter. He's a Hawaiian man, which it's hard for me to pick against Hawaiians, but I'm gonna have to go Eric Anders just because he has that fight stopping power. You know what I mean?
I'm going Tavares.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
And what irritates me is Tavares is on the prelims, but I have to watch Bobby Green on the main card every single time.
you. uh, Next up is my boy Balaji Oki, the Zulu Warrior, a dog. This opens up the prelims. That was all early prelims, but this is Balaji Oki versus Manuel Souza. Manuel Souza, both of these guys are strikers. I feel like this fight's going to end in a knockout. Personally, um, I would lean more towards Balaji because Balaji throws those straight shots down the center line. Sometimes his fight IQ isn't the greatest, but I gotta go with Balaji on this one, just because I think he has the edge, just because he's been in there longer. He's been against better comp. Souza, new guy, he doesn't have as much fight experience as Balaji. And he also his fighting, like his strikes are always looping shots where he's always coming from the outside. And I feel like when you're coming from the outside versus a guy who throws it right down the middle, you're always going to be a step behind. So that's why I'm going with Blagioki.
I'm going Bellagioki as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then next up on the card, we have Elijah Smith versus Su Young Yu. This one is crazy. Elijah Smith has an incredible reach advantage. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I think it's at least 6 inches. I just scrolled away, but I think Elijah Smith is better, a better grappler. Well, I wouldn't say he's a better grappler. I think he's a better all-around MMA fighter. He's got really good hands, crisp boxer, and Su Young Yu he's known as the Korean Khabib. He's got jiu-jitsu is what he calls his jiu-jitsu. He's not done anything impressive. He hasn't done much to impress me thus far throughout his UFC career. He's all right on the ground. He's solid, but I think Elijah Smith has the extreme advantage on the feet, and he's not gonna I don't think the grappling edge is as wide as it looks or as it sounds. But I'm going to Elijah Smith to get him out of there. Plus, like
I'm
Rochi,
going
you can.
Elijah Smith. Oh, my
Oh
fault.
no,
I
you good.
didn't hit. I thought you was
No, you
done.
good. No, you got it. I forgot what I was
Yeah,
gonna
I'm going
say.
Elijah. I'm definitely going Elijah Smith. He's
No,
all around better. I thought he was all around better before, but the reach just takes the cake.
yeah, and then there's not many Road to UFC guys you can trust, man. To be honest, that's what I was trying to say. It's like Road to UFC. The competition on Road to UFC is probably the least competitive out of all like the tough or contender series. Like new gen fighters for UFC.
Yeah.
All right, we got the penultimate prelim fight of Vitor Petrino versus Stephen Concrete Asplin. Now this is crazy. Vitor Petrino coming up from light heavyweight to heavyweight. Um, Crazy knockout power, good on the ground, good submissions. He actually just submitted Stephen Asplin's partner, um, Tommy Peterson, who is teaching Stephen Asplin how to grapple. Um, Stephen Asplin has, I don't know, he's a fun fighter to watch. He's got a crazy KO win in Dana White Contender Series. He's got good hands. I just don't know if the cardio's there, and I also don't know. He ain't fought nobody. Vitor Petrino has been in the UFC, so I think Vitor Petrino gets him out of there. Probably KO or just a KO or submission. But if he could land the wild KO. He's got fast hands. Vitor Petrino he's got negative fight IQ sometimes. Sometimes he's just okay with just throwing limited number of strikes. But I think he wants to knock out Asplin because Asplin's been talking crazy. Well, he's not disrespectful crazy, but like I don't know. It's just Vitor Petrino doesn't seem too thrilled with Stephen Asplin.
Yeah, I'm going Petrino.
All right, all right. That's two for Petrino. There we go. Then our last prelim fight is Chris Curtis versus Miktabik Orabai. And this one's pretty easy for me. Miktabik Orbai is my favorite out of those like Dagestani Russian guys. I know he's not from Dagestan or Russia. He's from Kyrgyzstan. I just think his move ever since he moved up from lightweight to 170, he hasn't lost. He's coming off knocking out Jack Hermanson, who beat Chris Curtis at 185. When Chris Curtis, I also don't like that Chris Curtis is coming down from 185 to 170 later on in his career. So I think Miktabik Orbai is going to get him out of there, or I can see decision. I just think Miktabik Orbai is all around a better fighter. Chris Curtis is he's a vet in the game. He's been around for a long time. He's got a good chin. He's hard to get out of there, but Miktabik Orbai is underrated. I think. Um, he's not on the books by any means. He's like minus 300, 400 in some places. He's 15-2 and a 1. But I just think the tip I think his nickname is the Tibetan Eagle. I'm pretty sure. I might be tripping. But I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Miktabik Orbai. I don't know how, but he's gonna get it done. He's one of the easy locks on this card for me.
I want to pick Curtis. I do. I'm not going to, but I want to.
No, I feel
Um,
you.
uh,
All right. That is the prelims for this, JB. If you hear me, you can run the first set of ads, and after we're back from ads, we'll get through this main card, and then you can get into the dribble.
Teaming up with BetUS, the sports book that lets you wager anywhere in the country.
And we're giving you a massive edge. Use promo code NOTMOVE when you sign up and get a 100% match on your first 3 deposits.
Plus, there's a 200% crypto bonus up to $27.50. Football, hoops, baseball, soccer, it's all in play.
Think you know sports? Ride with the underdog. Get in on Pick'em or Best Ball. Make your moves and watch the games come alive. Play $5, get 100 instantly when you sign up with promo code NOTMOVED. Turn every drive, dunk, and homer into a payday. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and start winning.
Need some new Not Move drip? The In the Wickets hoodie just dropped. Super soft fleece, heavyweight feel, and the official NMP patch on the sleeve. Tap add to cart, check out, and let us handle the rest. In a couple days, it shows up at your door, ready to rock. Rep the podcast from the couch to the tip.
Oh, the Orphan Elimination Chamber tee just dropped. Fresh out the box. Look at this.
That print is nasty. Chain link O, silver hit. It's tough.
It's soft too, y'all. Fits right. Little drip for the Elimination Chamber weekend.
We rocking these all season.
If you're part of the Not Move fam, you already know.
Jump on it before it's
Grab
gone.
yours now at Not Move Shop.
Today's episode of Not Moved is brought to you by Open Goal, the world's #1 backyard goal. If you love soccer but hate chasing balls into the neighbor's yard, this thing is a game changer. Its rebound net sends missed shots right back to you, and the side nets keep your landscaping and your windows safe. It's perfect for kids, for training, or just having fun.
Today's episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by Walmart.com. With our storefront in the Walmart app, you can get everything you need, pick up or have it delivered.
We ordered dinner while recording and it showed up before we wrapped.
Better good sweet corn and burrata ravioli.
Nuri protein drinks, even St. Patrick's Day treats.
Walmart.com.
Episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by the MLB Shop. They have every team's gear, from classic caps to World Baseball Classic hoodies, all official and all ready for game day. Tap the link in our bio to head straight to the shop and snag your favorite merch.
Basketball nights just got even bigger. With NMP and MyBookie, you can bet on every matchup, no matter where you live. Tap in, pick your spread, and watch the action unfold. Start wagering in every state with NMP and their sponsor, MyBookie.ag. Use promo code NOTMOVE for up to $125.
The Not Move podcast is fueled by Dubby Energy. Smooth, jitter-free focus, and flavors that slap. Mango, berry, watermelon. Whatever gets you locked in, they've got it. Hit up Dubby.gg, use promo code NOTMOVED, and snag 10% off your order. Stay not moved, stay energized.
Today's episode is brought to you by the NFL Pro Shop. If you want to rep your squad with fresh gear, this is where you get it.
Jerseys, hats, hoodies.
Even the sideline stuff. It's all there and it's all official. Hit the Not Move link in our bio. Gear up for
right here on TikTok. The Not Move podcast presents you Southgate's Parlays. Break the bookies, not your bank. For just $9.99 a day or $49.99 a week, you get the daily fire picks delivered straight to your phone and a direct line to Southgate himself in our private Discord. Tap the link, grab your membership at NotMoveShop.
Not Move, fam. Southgate edition just landed and it's fire. Check the tee, watch out for the skis and the wickets. Hockey stick, cricket wickets, all vibes. We got hoodies, mugs, caps, beanies, whatever you need. Cop yours before they...
All right, we back for the main card and the opening card, or the opening fight of the UFC 114 Vegas is Ian Cutelaba versus Omar Sy. Omar Sy, the French fighter who's got solid ground game. He's definitely more grappler heavy. He's developing his striking. He's been a massive favorite before. I mean, he hasn't really done nothing crazy to excite me, to be honest, personally, but he's out of that. He's. I'm pretty sure he's in Cyril Gahn's camp. He's scheduled or said to be like a little Cyril Gahn is what people are saying. I'm not too like he starts slow. He's not his hands just aren't there for me, and sometimes he just doesn't. He settles on position for me. But the guy he's going up against, Ian Kutelaba, is a constant pressure fighter. He will be in your face constantly. He's all right on the ground. He's not great, right? But I think he'll do enough to put pressure on him to decide whether he's going to break or not. Umar Sy, this is his defining fight for me. Umar Sy, 12-1-0 versus Kutalaba, 19-11-1. I'm gonna go with Kutalaba with the upset just because I don't see what everyone else sees in Umar Sy. If he can slow down Kutalaba's constant pressure, maybe I see the path and he can get submit him on the ground. But I just feel like I'm seeing Kutalaba with the constant pressure just and Omar Sy Wilton. That's what I see happening. But I could be wrong.
And I think you will. I think Omar Sy wins this one.
Okay. I like it. See, when we disagree, that means just one person's gonna win, and that's what matters.
Yeah, and it's normally me.
I mean, I think I caught up. I caught up to you because you was sick last week.
Yeah.
I don't know what my current record is. I have to look, but I didn't have it before this because I was watching basketball all day. But it's all right. We next up on the card we have Marwan Rahiki versus Harry Hardwick. I got Rahiki by KO all day, every day. I just don't think Harry Hardwick is a UFC talent. He only got signed because he was a last minute replacement on a prelim.